Hi boys and girls, welcome to another exciting grade 3 math lesson where learning math is fun. I am Marcia Martin Phillips, your teacher for today. In today's lesson, we are going to develop the concept of area using non-standard units. When we talk about area, we are thinking about shapes, right? Look at the shapes here. If the colored sections represent the area, what is the area of a shape? Good work. Area is a measure of the region inside the boundary of a two-dimensional shape. Another way of thinking about area is as the region that a flat shape covers, or enclosed by the boundaries of the shape. Boys and girls, do you remember what are non-standard units? What is being used to measure the length of the line? Did I hear you say handspan, square blocks, and circle counters? Great work! So, how would we define non-standard units? Any unit or item that is not a standard metric or customary unit which can be used to measure something. For example, the length of the pencil here is 15 blocks long. Remember, boys and girls, when using non-standard units, they all need to be the same size. They must fit and make sure that there are no gaps in between the non-standard unit and none of them overlaps. Okay, let us look at how we can find the area of a shape using non-standard units. Look carefully at the picture here. What is happening in the picture? We can say that Daddy is putting in tiles to cover the floor. If we think that the floor of the room is a flat shape, then we can say that Daddy is covering the area of the floor. If Daddy uses 20 square tiles to cover the floor, what would be the area? Good work! 20 square tiles. Our non-standard unit here is square tiles. Awesome! Now, boys and girls, Mommy baked a cake and cut it into equal squares to show where candles are to be placed. If the picture here represents the top of the cake, what is the area? Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So our area would be 16 square units. Remember to ensure that the squares do not overlap. Now, boys and girls, how can I find the area of this rectangle here? If the rectangle represents a table mat, what can we use to find the area? Great work! Squares. So, how many squares are needed to cover the region inside the boundary of the rectangle? Awesome! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So the area of this rectangle is 24 square units. Sam drew the hexagon seen here on square grid paper. How can he find the area? Excellent work by counting the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. The area is 17 square units. Here is another example. What is the area of the hexagon? Did I hear 18 triangles? Good work. Is that the only non-standard unit that we could use? Way to go, boys and girls. We could also use 9 rhombi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good job. The picture here represents a diagram drawn by Tia to show how she would arrange her birds in the coop. Can you determine how many birds will fit in the coop? What is the area of her diagram? Excellent job! 20 birds will fit in the coop, and the area is also 20 birds. Look carefully at the diagram here. How many methods can be used to determine the area of this rectangle? Triangles, correct. Rectangles, yes. And square, super. What would be the area in triangles? 32, good. Rectangles? 16. Squares? 8. Did you notice that the area is different depending on the non-standard method that you are using? Terrific job, boys and girls. Brad thinks that this shape has an area of 15 square units. Is he correct? Think about it. Sam says yes because there are 15 tiles. Toff says yes because the tiles do not overlap. Mari says yes because the square units cover the whole area. And Tom says no because the square units do not cover the whole area. Who do you agree with and why? If you said Tom, boys and girls, you are correct. Because even though there are 15 square tiles and they do not overlap, they did not cover the whole area. I hope you learned something new today. Remember, boys and girls, the area of a two-dimensional shape is the region inside the boundaries or the region that the flat shape covers. And non-standard units such as tiles can be used to determine the area of a shape. Until the next lesson, keep practicing. Goodbye.